Welcome, Capricorn. These are going to be your guidance cards for the week of July 19th through July 25th of 2021. Also, welcome to the new schedule. The channel has changed the schedule. We are now doing fire signs on Monday, water signs on Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to do earth signs, and then Friday, air signs. So if I did make a short video about that, if you need to see the schedule posted. I do want to also mention that we have the full moon Friday, July 23rd. It is the buck moon. This full moon's name reflects the time of year when new antlers begin to grow on the heads of bucks. So I definitely feel like the masculine energy is becoming heightened. We're all healing and focusing and working on our masculine energy. This full moon is in Aquarius, so they say that we're going to have less external emotions, and I think that just means we're going to have more internal emotions. And masculines, of course, tend to keep the emotions hidden, emotions internal, instead of on the outer surface. So I feel like that's what we're working with this full moon. I also feel like we're finalizing the freedom that we've kind of been working towards this last few weeks, these last few months, and these last few moon phases. I feel like if we're still feeling like we're being boxed in, we're really going to push back in a big way with this full moon. So I definitely feel like this full moon is going to be significant to all 12 zodiac signs. I definitely would recommend watching your sun, moon, and rising. Also, we have changed energy of the week to heal yourself reading cards. They're intuitive guidance cards to transform your soul, which is definitely where we're headed here on the channel. I feel like the energy of the week that we're working with every week is the energy that Spirit has sent to us to work on, to heal, and that's what we're doing. So I feel like these are going to be a great transformation with the Heal Yourself reading cards. We did reach the 500 subscribers, so I did add the Amazon affiliate links below. I was able to make my favorite decks list, so that is in the description below. So if any of the decks you've enjoyed, lots of people have asked me about them, so now those links are also in the description. So make sure to check those out if you would like. All right, Capricorn, let's jump right in and see what it is that you're going to be working on healing this week. So you have cycles. So cycles comes in and says that sometimes you're in, this doesn't necessarily have to be about repeated cycles. This could be about like a slow time or a fast time. There are some parts of a cycle that go quicker than others. It tells you to make sure that you have your focus in the right place at the right time. All right, Capricorn, we are going to clarify. We're going to use Queen of the Moon to clarify. Let's see if we can figure out what cycles you're working with here. Fear. Ooh, fear and nourishment both flipped. Nourishment, mind, body, and soul. So you have 6 and 7 here, and 11. So fear says it's possible you're releasing fear because of the nourishment. So I feel like the cycle that you're breaking, I do feel like it's a cycle being broken. And I feel it's because you started to nourish yourself. You started to nourish yourself, mind, body, and soul, Capricorn. And that is helping you release or like push out this last bit of fear, especially with this full moon energy that we're in right now. All right, Capricorn, we are going to use the Numinous Astro deck. And let's see if we can place this general reading in your own personal birth chart. So sixth house craft tells me it's possible it has something to do with work. And then you do have a square, and a square does mean there's a challenge. It says creates tension. It could be a delay, sounds an alarm. Something's trying to show you something. It says it can be demanding, frustrating. There's a lot of pressure. So Capricorn, I feel like you're dealing with some sort of cycle that has to do with work, has to do with your craft, what it is, your trade, what it is that you do. I feel like you're feeling stuck in a repeated cycle. But that is what the energy is that you're working on this week. All right, Capricorn, let's use the Witch's Tarot and do our main spread. We'll see what challenges or obstacles you're facing with this situation. I do feel like it's a work situation. I am seeing like there's work, details, health. It could have something to do with health, your well-being, rituals, purification, apprenticeship is on here, your method of doing something. Seven of Wands, it's something about competition. You feel like you're having to compete. Magician, I was getting that with this. Like with the spices, I'm feeling like you're manifesting something, you're creating something. And then outcome, the Hanged One, releasing something, letting something go. Alright, so here's what I think has happened. You've been caught up in like a work situation where you're constantly doing the same thing. You're fearful of any kind of change because you don't have balance. You need to balance something out. Body, mind, and soul. I'm feeling like this is like you think you can do it, but your body says you can't. Or your body says you can, but your mind says you can't. Something like that. Like you're not agreeing with yourself. That's the square. Like that's the challenge. That's what is making it difficult. I definitely feel like this has something to do with work. I feel like you have to compete against others. This could have something to do with having healthy boundaries, Capricorn. You might need healthy boundaries with others. But lesson already learned, you can manifest change. You can create change. Your thoughts. Especially if you feel nourished, mind, body, and soul. The Hanged One tells me you release something, you let something go. So I definitely feel like it's a broken cycle. You're ending some sort of like energy that is no longer suiting you, especially with this full moon energy this week. The Hanged One can also say that you feel suspended, Capricorn. Suspended between two worlds. Not really sure where to go next. But I'm thinking that Spirit is trying to tell you that you just need to manifest where you want to go next. I do see her pointing up and down. So it is as above, so below. You create it. You manifest. Alright, for the Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, do it by yourself. Independence. If you do feel like you're having to compete, this card says you don't. This card says you are the one. You already have the things. You've already proven yourself. This person is confident in her abilities. There is no self-doubt. Could be also saying that you need to make healthy boundaries so that you can move into this energy. For the Magician, Page of Cups. So I'm feeling like you are just dabbling into your manifestation. Like I'm talking to someone who's maybe just started practicing manifestation, practicing with like affirmation, practicing with changing their negative thoughts to positive thoughts. And then the Hanged One, you have Two of Wands, so make a massive decision. Two of Wands is not an easy decision. This is a difficult decision. It's an important decision. It's planning on your future. So whatever decision it is that you make in this period where you feel suspended or where you need to pause and reset, I feel like it's telling you that this is a decision that you're going to take with you into the future. Alright, Capricorn, next we're going to do magical times, and these are going to be empowerment messages to you from Spirit about your situation. Reconciliation is falling over here on top of this Nine of Pentacles. So I could be talking to someone who has made it, who feels like they've accomplished something. They don't feel like they need to compete with anyone. They beat the competition. But they feel like they are out there on their own. And that's in your challenges or obstacle because you feel like I made it, but I don't have anyone to share it with. Something like that. I do definitely get that information. It says reconciliation. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. This could also be with you. Maybe you need to reach out with this first step towards yourself, Capricorn. Metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. I definitely feel like that's what you're doing. You're manifesting. You're changing. You're creating. Sanctuary, embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. And that's definitely what you're doing with the Hanged Man energy. You're pausing, you're stopping. You're saying, I'm going to stop and think about where I'm headed next. Before I make this big decision, before I make this big plan. Friendship. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love and really care. Keep those and let the others go. and healing is on the bottom. Bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. Look at that. Cycles. You see that? Woohoo. It says we are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Look at that. Release your fear. Trust the powerful process. Like manifestation. We could just keep going. Alright, I think I'm just going to leave it. Manifestation, I got to take it. Your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are your power. I definitely feel like this is someone who's new to working with manifestation. I feel like I'm talking to someone who had a lot of negative thoughts and recently started replacing those negative thoughts with positive thoughts and realized when they were doing that they were manifesting things. So that is pretty exciting. Alright, Capricorn, let's end it with a Moonology Oracle, and this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I don't think it's necessarily an emotional week, but I do feel like you're in your thoughts. You're trying to figure out where to go next. I feel like you've started to tap into your spiritual abilities, especially with 6th house, the craft coming out. Definitely go look to see what's in your 6th house. What does that house represent for you? What planets are in that house? And I feel like you'll see where it is that you are kind of manifesting this, creating this change. You're very close to achieving your goals, the gibbous moon. A fiery climax approaches. It's new moon in Aries. The energy is gaining momentum, is on the bottom. I feel like it's definitely gaining momentum. I feel like you're definitely using this full moon energy. Many people use the full moon energy to release, and I feel like you're using the full moon energy to create. Alright, Capricorn, don't forget to do your full moon rituals. I think I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.